Okay. Who likes my PJ Jamas? PJ Jamas? Christmas PJs. But that is not what we're here to discuss today. Today we are here to discuss, I can't talk, but we're here to discuss 2022. I always make this video, I did put it on my Instagram the other day that I did actually want to make this video in terms and adding it on to the current session. But basically what I wanted to do is cover 2022 and cover what I've learned, and going into next year what is going to be different or what I'm going to keep the same, etc, etc. So 2022 is a mixture of emotions, different pathways, etc, etc. I'll start off with the beginning of 2022. So actually I'll start with the end of 2021 and going into 2022. So at the end of 2021, I'm going to start off with bodybuilding wise. I was coming off of a diet phase with Keithy. We then went into a off season or bulking phase to basically push up in order for me to compete in March time of for me to start prepping in March of 2022. So for the beginning of 2022, I was basically just living the bodybuilder lifestyle. I was working at a gym. I was working full time at a gym, so I was basically eating, sleeping and breathing the sport, whilst also having a work that was pretty easy, and didn't ask much of me and didn't stress me out or anything like that. So yeah, for that period of time, everything was all in bodybuilding really. But what it did actually do, I'm not gonna lie, it damaged my kind of social activities. So where I was so involved with bodybuilding, it kind of swayed everything away from outside of bodybuilding. So if I didn't have 5 meals or whatever I was having a day, I was not satisfied. I would start to get in my own head, being like, well, if you're not prepared to do this, then you're not going to grow, you're not, etc, etc. Which would then sway me away from doing anything and wanted to just basically sit indoors and do nothing or hit steps and then not want to go any further. Like, I don't want to hit anything over my step count because otherwise it's going to prohibit my gains and all this bullshit basically. So it did cost a bit of social activities, but what I did gain is people who were in that circle and understood what I'm actually going through. It made me have a new found of respect for people and people who want to be there because they actually fuck with what you're doing, and the people who are there just to get something out of you. So I learned the difference between that. Obviously from March till July time, it was robot mode. I was in prep from March till July, and that is when social wise everything kind of went out the window. I was all in on bodybuilding and that was all I wanted to fucking care about really, up until about the end of May, June time, when I went into a new career path where I did like office work. So I left the gym and wanted to go office work. Why? I didn't want to be in the gym. I didn't want to work in the gym because I didn't see any progression. And to be honest, I wanted to get out of that environment. I wanted to have something to sway me away from my other hobbies. So where I was so interested in bodybuilding, the gym and everything like that, I don't want my whole life to be involved around that. I want to be able to do Monday to Friday, switch, well, from 9 to 5 basically, switch off and not think about it so much, and then when I actually have to, it's my couple of hours a day of switching on and training. Obviously the eating part is kind of like a 24/7 thing, but now I'm not competing, I kind of learned to balance that out, and I think I've done pretty well in balancing that out. So yeah, from March till July time, we competed at BNBF Southern. Don't know where I came, but what it did teach me is I need to grow, I need to come back better and more conditioned. I was pretty conditioned anyway, but I could be even more conditioned. But yeah, from there, from the show. Basically just wanted to kind of live my life again. Still went back to training basically a couple of days after, because I love that is my passion. I love that shit. But yeah, from there basically kind of just getting my life back together, doing random activities, going on holiday in September to Greece, and then going to Milan in December, and then enjoying Christmas and all these other periods, and basically just living my life again, which I do enjoy a lot. Obviously there's part of me that wants to compete, but I'm not doing that anytime soon, because I just want to enjoy my life. And obviously what's coming in the new year, I'm not going to be able to do that anyway. So yeah, for me, 2022 has been a weird one, because I feel like for at least half of the year I've been in this robot mode and nothing else really mattered, to the point where emotionally I wasn't in the room. I had really no sympathy for anyone, and I would only speak to a handful of people. And to be honest, like, I liked it, but at the same time I felt my personality, because of where the food was so low, energy was so low, stuff like that, I felt that my energy was only going towards certain things, and my personality wasn't coming out. Like, how I actually am now is what people now see. Obviously this one's very deep, but if you do know me day in day out, you'll know that I am very energetic. Well, not energetic, but I am very open-minded, very funny. I like to make jokes, I like to be sarcastic, and that's my way of telling jokes. But yeah, I see myself as a very loving person, and during that prep I just wasn't at all, and that's something I definitely do want to change. So yeah, going on to 2023 now. It is confirmed I am going to America. I am going to be joining Camp America, which is like a little, basically a summer thing where you work for the summer in America. Obviously a lot of people will be like, well, you're 20, well, I'll be 26 by the time that happens. You're 26, why are you throwing your career and stuff away? For me, it's a once in a lifetime opportunity. You'll do this and you won't, I don't think I'll do it again, but I'll do it. And I want the experience. I want to always work abroad. I've always said that. I've always wanted to live and work abroad. So why not kill two birds with one stone? Obviously, it's only a period of time, but you get what I mean. So that will teach me a lot. There'll be a big difference between 2023 sum up and 2022 sum up for sure. But for the first, before I leave at like the 1st of May. So beforehand, what I have set myself out to do for 2023, and if I can do it in America, then that'd be sick, is to focus more on the content and focus more on YouTube, and hopefully start to do a podcast where I can just, it's nothing in particular, it's not bodybuilding, it's not football or anything like that, it's just general chat, and I'm just going to get random guests on. So there might be bodybuilders, there might be people who talk about football, there might be just interesting fit people that I can learn from. Because yeah, that's one thing I've neglected, is just getting myself out there. And I've been quite lazy on socials recently, so to get back into it will be good. But obviously, I feel like during a period of Christmas and New Year's is kind of a rough week, because like motivation's shit. You don't really want to do anything, but we have to get out there, we have to get it done. This has been nearly 10 minutes, so I'm gonna kind of wrap this up by saying, I'm gonna get deep for a real minute. Whoever, basically in your life, you're gonna have your circle of people who will always be around you and always support you, and you'll always notice that majority of the people who don't really know you or don't really speak to you often are the people who fuck with you for real. The people who are around you a lot, for some reason don't show as much support, and it's fine if you want to be like that. But obviously when you get to a certain point in your life down the line and they want to know, then you know what to say, and you know how to react. But yeah, all I've got to say is for 2022, the people who are in my circle, and you will know who you are if you really stuck by me, you'll know who you are for sure, and I appreciate that a lot. But yeah, on to bigger and better things. 2023 is upon us. I actually got this for Christmas. Hold on, let me show you quick. Oh, it's bright. Got this for Christmas. How sick is this? So it's a poster, my little canvas of look at my little butt of yeah, me competing at the show. Very nice. Just need to know where to hang this up. But yeah, thank you very much for tuning in, guys, and I hope to see you in the next one. And if I don't catch you by then, have a great new year, and peace.
There we go. Drive. There we go. Come on, pull through. Pull. Yeah, knock it out. Oh, you've got to fucking show me how you're going to commit. Drive. Oh.
Yes.
Come on, finish! Yes!
Like 3.5 plates. Squat. 50 or 70. 50 or 70. No, there's a 50.